How's it going, everybody? This is Alex Caceres, and you're listening to Story of the Fight.
What is up, Will?
What up, what up?
Welcome, everybody, to Story of the Fight. My name is Gabriel. That's my boy, Will. This is where we talk all things combat, sports, and today we're going to be talking another Apex card. We had Gabriel Bonfim versus Randy Brown. Main event, Will. That was the main event.
That was it.
We're not talking about the yeah. No, that was the main event. But we will also be covering some One Fight Night 37 as well. We had Kryklia there versus Agdeve. Agdeve. How do you pronounce that, dude? I don't know.
Agdeve.
Yeah. That guy.
Legend.
Now he is, right?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Some unexpected results. But before we get into that, Will, I want to remind everybody, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Goes a long way. We're trying to reach 20,000 subscribers. We're steadily climbing. And YouTube's definitely the best way to do it, Will. You know, we show some of the clips whenever we can. We also reference some pictures. But if they don't like watching, they can also listen, right?
Yeah, if you just want to listen and you don't want to be part of the show, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Podcasts, pretty much anywhere podcasts are found if you just want the audio. But like Ramiro said, highly suggest YouTube because you get to be in the chat. You get to be part of the show. It helps the show when there's people in the chat. So we want you here selfishly. But also it makes it a lot more fun and makes it a better show. Buy our merch, storyofthefight.com. We'll list all of our socials as well as our Etsy page where the merch is. But just click through, follow Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit. But yeah, here we are on YouTube. Look at that.
Here we are, man. And like we said earlier, we're going to be covering two events, so we'll get right into it. We'll start off with the main event for the UFC Apex card, which was Gabriel Bonfim versus Randy Brown.
Oh, man.
We're showing the clip? Oh, that was it.
That was a clip.
One more time. Did they both throw a knee at the same time, was it? It was
he
just
fell.
Gabriel Bonfim throws a knee, lands on Randy Brown's face, more like a cheekbone there, and then it gets off balance. They both fall at the exact same time, which made it a little awkward. But man, coming out, Gabriel Bonfim, heavy leg kicks, very little response from Randy Brown when Gabriel Bonfim was coming in with those leg kicks. So if you're Bonfim, I got all the confidence I want because I'm like, man, I could just throw these leg kicks. Nothing's really coming back. Randy Brown just kind of just keeps on walking forward slowly. It was frustrating. It's just one of those,
you could tell Bonfim watched the tape because when you fight someone long like Randy Brown, you want to kick him in the legs, and because his legs they're out there, right? They're ready to be kicked. If you're Randy Brown, you got to know that people want to kick my legs, right? Where like if you watch like someone like Nabil, who is also very long for his weight classes, like everybody wants to kick Nabil in the legs, and Nabil knows that, and so Nabil will trap you, and he'll expect you to kick him in the legs. He'll pull it back, and then bam. Randy Brown is so set in jabbing, which is good because he's long, that he needs to be heavy on that front leg, and so it's there to kick. And Bonfim clearly knew that. And shout out Austin, shout out Genevieve. Thanks for joining. But what I really liked is, you know, he would kick him in space. He would kick him right when Randy would throw the jab. He was constantly calf kicking him, and you can see in this picture here, by the time Randy Brown was really starting to get his hands going, his leg was already toast, and he's overextending over it because he can't step with it anymore nearly as well. It's not as effective, and it's just like, dude, you know, Ghost always talks about, like, it's not always about coming up with a game plan that like beats your opponent. Sometimes it's just like, how do I stop them from fighting their A game? You know, make them fight, take away their A game, and what are they left with? Not everybody has a B game. And Bonfim basically stopped Randy Brown from fighting his fight, and it was so cool to watch. And I didn't expect that from someone like Bonfim. And Brown's good.
One of the things that you had mentioned a while back too, you're like, look, sometimes the best defense isn't always checking those leg kicks. Sometimes it's just like if you're gonna eat that leg kick, just come in with a straight right down the pipe.
Yes.
And so they fear every time they're gonna throw one of those, like I might get caught with one, right?
Yeah.
But when you don't do anything, like nothing at all, it just makes it way too easy for your opponent, man. And then, I mean, finally you have Randy Brown that tries to close the distance a little bit. He kind of like ducks down and tries to throw that overhand right. Gabriel just kind of gets somewhat like of a Muay Thai clinch, a little bit, just enough to pull his head down to throw that knee and catches him right on that cheekbone of his. And do you think that was
there was controversy?
Do you think that was an early stoppage?
No, I thought it was fine. This picture's hilarious because it looks like just a foul. But he kind of got kicked in the nuts while getting kneed in the face, which is kind of brutal. But dude, the way he went down, it was over. Anonymous says the Nico Carrillo method. I'm assuming.
Oh my god, we're gonna cover some of this.
Throwing a cross way of getting leg kicked, which it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Randy Brown goes down like a sack of potatoes. One eye's shut closed. Half his face isn't working as he's falling down. You know, he's not falling down. We watched it. Let's watch it again. Why not?
Yeah,
Here it is. So he goes down, bam, and then he wakes up and he goes up to pull guard basically. And man, he protested the stoppage, and a lot of people have as well. And like he goes down, he's out when he's falling. You know, his head does smack the mat.
Yeah.
Bonfim gets up, you know, he gets right back up and he's walking over to land one more big haymaker. And Randy Brown at that point, his hands are down by his hips. And then Mark Smith jumps in and prevents him from getting that one shot. And in my opinion, that's fine. I think it's a fine stoppage.
Look, even Evie says he thought the ref was coming for him and put his hands up when Mark Smith leaned over. It was a good call. Yeah, I was fine with the stoppage as well. Because when you see Bonfim kind of walking towards him, Randy Brown's left arm was still kind of like in no man's land, and it wasn't until Mark Smith came over that like he threw his hands up right away. And so I don't think he knew who he was fighting at that point.
And you know what I liked about it? In that point, if you're Mark Smith and you're coming in to stop it because you see his hands are down and he's about to eat this massive haymaker after he went down like a sack of potatoes, like it's better that than like what we've seen Herb Dean do, where it's like he's going in to stop it and then the hands come up and he's like, oh, maybe not. And then it's like this weird shake-up, half, hesitation stoppage. Like, just call it. Just call it. It's way better.
Oh, for sure. Austin agrees too. Good stoppage. Literally didn't know what was happening. Didn't respond until he was approached on the ground again. Yeah. 100% agree. And now, there shouldn't be too much chatter about this. You're the one that's all over the Reddit world. Are people saying it was an early stoppage? There's also probably been so much going on with referees recently that they're like under the microscope at the moment, right?
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah,
big time. But yeah, there's some people. There's some people, but it's like at this point when someone complains about that, it's like, well, did you bet on Randy Brown to win? Like, how do I know your comment's not you just being pissed off because you lost money now?
True, very true, and we know people love betting on the UFC.
Oh yeah.
All right, you ready to move on to the next one?
Bonfim, I don't know what you do with him from here. He called out Colby Covington, I think, which is a bad call out as far as like getting a fight. But I think it is a good call out as far as highlighting
roster.
He's still in the rankings, dude. He's ranked, and that's what I mean. Like, it's probably not a good call out to get a fight, but it is a good call out to call out, like, hey, the rankings need some adjustment here.
Yeah. I mean, that has him break into the top 10. He did say, like, hey, if I finish this in good fashion, I should be fighting in the top 10 now.
Yeah.
Outside of Kobe, that gives you Carlos Prates, Michael Morales, Joaquin Buckley. Ooh.
Buckley's a good fight because I think Morales and Prates both have fights, right? Prates is fighting.
As soon as I read Joaquin Buckley, I was like, dude, like that one. Let's do that one.
Because he should fight down at this point, right? Buckley, what was his last fight? Was that the Kamaru? Yeah. He should fight down. And he should fight someone who's not 100 years old. His last three are Wonder Boy, Colby, and Usman. Like, let's fight. Let's have him fight someone young.
I know. I like that matchup, though.
Bonfim
let's do that. Buckley. Yeah, all right.
Hey, shout out Blunderbubs here as well. I never saw that. He said the nice leg kick, but unfortunately, I've already obliterated your dome. Yeah, that's the
good defense for it.
That's the Nico Carrillo.
All right, we will move on. We had Matt Danger Schnell versus Joseph Morales.
People were shitting on this, maybe because it's going into it. People were shitting on this, saying like maybe they shouldn't have had this as a co-main. But dude, this one had banger written all over it.
Maybe they shouldn't have the main as a main. Why is anyone complaining about the co-main, dude?
Yeah,
come on.
But dude, right off the
bat,
read the
room.
Read the APEC. Read the warehouse. Right off the bat, I was like, this fight's gonna fucking rip, dude. This is fun. Morales, I think, is severely underrated, and Schnell is never in boring fights. He's always fun.
Oh, so yeah. God, what was that comeback win? Who was it against?
Sumadarji? Oh my god.
It was
one of the greatest
such
ever.
A good fight. Oh my, yeah. Wait, Sumadarji or the fight?
The fight.
The comeback. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, wait, what?
No, but this was sick.
So Schnell with an early body lock takes down Morales. Morales does a good job sweeping it, holds on to Schnell's leg, ends up in a nice dominant position, right?
Dude, the X guard sweep, fucking sick.
Yeah,
you don't see that often. And then
it was beautiful.
Dude, that whole chain of events on the mats were fucking awesome, dude. And don't forget, Schnell tried to take him down or attempted the takedown because he was kind of getting tuned up a little bit with the hands.
Yeah.
So body lock takedown. Morales pretty much accepts it. X guard sweep, climbs up on top to go for like a Kimura, switches from the Kimura to a crucifix. Schnell escapes the crucifix right into Morales' trap.
Beautiful setup.
I mean,
beautiful. Like everything was a beautiful setup. The Kimura to the crucifix, from the crucifix to the guillotine. And you know when you have a Team Alpha Male guillotine, dude, as soon as that Team Alpha Male guillotine just sunk in, that camera angle matched Schnell, like when he gets caught. And then as soon as the squeeze goes on, dude, his eyes are about to pop out of their sockets. I was like, oh, it's done. It's a done deal.
Just if anybody didn't see this fight, it's so worth watching just to see the sweep to Kimura to crucifix to guillotine. Like it is so good, dude. It's so good. Morales is high level.
Like, you're like, when I see somebody get caught in a guillotine, depending on how much of the back of their neck I could see, I'm like, oh, that's deep. Like they're not getting out.
Any hair?
that one was deep for sure.
Yeah, brutal. And Morales is good, man. It's kind of crazy. He's been on a run, dude. His only 2 losses are in his first UFC run, where he got finished by Figueiredo. Okay, that was his UFC. No, he won by submission, rear naked choke. Got a bonus in the first round in his debut. He loses to Figueiredo. It's like, damn, your second fight, you're fighting Figgy? And then he lost a split decision, which really could have gone either way. And then they're like, get out of here, man. And then he hasn't lost since. And he's submitted so many guys, dude.
Can we just also show some appreciation for Keith Peterson? Look, he's lost a lot of weight, dude.
Yeah, he has.
Like, he has slimmed down tremendously.
The zoom in?
Yeah, the zoom in rich. Yeah, that's when we're covering an Apex card, that's what we end up doing right there.
Exactly.
Good stuff, Rich. Good stuff. Yeah. But yeah, that was it for that one. Looking forward to Joseph Morales' next fight. Matt Schnell just can't. Every time I see him, I just see the MTV guy.
I know.
Like, I just can't shake it, dude.
Same. But he's always in good fights, dude. They're fun.
He is. Ever since he was in the Bayou, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On that MTV show. All right. We shall move on. We had Uros Medic versus Muslim Salikhov.
One tier coming down for this one. Let's watch it.
Your boy Salikhov?
Big left hand. Cracks him. And look, he's trying. And then that's it.
Yeah. But Medic, just the way that he accepts the position, watch. He drops him. He's about to get on top. Nope. Twist. Boom. Look it. Just rides with him right wherever he's turning. Another good stoppage.
Yeah, it was a good stoppage. And he hurt him before a couple times too. Before he knocked him down.
He did.
Hurt bad.
Yeah, well, Rich, you can probably just continue breezing through these, my man, because we pretty much already covered the entire fight. Oh, like, there it is. There. Rich.
I put those in knowing Rich was going to go back and forth between them.
Good stuff. All right. We might spend a little bit more time on this one, right? We had Chris Taco Padilla versus Ismael Bonfim, which is the older brother the not as talented brother
Damn.
of the Bonfim brothers, right?
Yeah, the smaller but also larger brother apparently because he missed weight.
Oh, dude, rough.
Yeah,
Rough.
It's
But yes,
Padilla's
Chris
so
Padilla
sick, though.
coming in, man. I don't think he's lost in the UFC yet, right?
No, he hasn't. He's fucking good, dude. He's like sneaky good. I think people were kind of underestimating him when he signed, but yeah, he got a rear naked choke against Yontop in the first round in his debut. Then he knocked out Rong Zhu with the elbow, the super leg elbow, the same weekend that super leg knocked out Haggerty. And in the post-fight press conference, he was like, yeah, I saw super leg do it last night against Haggerty. So I was like, I'll try that. And you're like, hell yeah, this dude obviously rocks. Beats Jai Herbert. And then now this one. Fucking on a run, dude.
Yeah, no, and then one of the things that I like that they talked about on the broadcast too was just like how obsessed he is with the game, right? And how much he loves the game. And then like even you're talking about, he's a big one fan. He watches one. Yeah. He's like a student of the game. It that's all he does. Is all they kept on saying. And you get to see the growth even from the moment that he entered the UFC to now. He continues improving every single time he's out. He's game. He's a dog, right? Like they were saying, hey, what was it, 5 pounds? Bonfim missed by?
Yeah, something like that.
And think about the times where like we've seen fighters where they're like, hey, did your opponent miss by like 2 pounds? And they're like, nope, fights off, not gonna do it. And Taco's like, yeah, I'm still gonna fight. Like,
yeah,
dude, am I not gonna work?
He went live on Instagram the night before. It was like right before one was starting, and I was like, oh, dude. What do you do the night before a fight? Like, are you watching like Carrillo versus Lessei? Let me know what you got. And he's like, and he's like, yeah, probably Carrillo. Like, I like Luke, but he sometimes needs to get hit to get loose. And I don't know if you can do that with Carrillo. And I was like, damn, this dude he knows, you know.
Good call.
And then I asked him about Yukioza versus Superlek, and he's like, why you gotta do that to me? Why you gotta make me pick? And I'm like, this dude's so fucking cool. But man, right away in the fight, you could see him. Just like the discipline, because Bonfim is such a fast starter that you know he has the high guard. He's checking leg kicks. You're like, okay, he's like defensively present here in this first round.
Moving around the cage, Bonfim was chasing quite a bit. So the combination of Bonfim trying to throw these massive shots and chasing after Padilla, right? A lot of those shots that he was throwing were landing kind of like on the shoulder, on Padilla's hands.
He did get chinned, though, at the end of the first.
There was a couple of them that did get through, you know, considering how many shots Bonfim threw. Like, some are bound to get through. But all in all, I think it was just part of the game plan. Watch this dude get tired.
Dude, and then second round. Yeah, exactly. If you're a student of the game and you know Bonfim and you're fighting him and he missed weight, you're like, all right, let's get through this first round. Dude, and then, dude, when he kneed him to the gut up against the fence in the second, that was the beginning of the end, dude. Because Bonfim, you see him go down for a quick second, he comes back, and then it's just all gas. Just stay on him. Don't let him breathe. Fucking brutal finish from Padilla.
By the, I want to say it was like a minute and a half left, and you see Bonfim just real obvious, just look up, dude.
Dude.
Where's the clock? Please tell me the round's almost over. It wasn't almost over.
No,
but
they still had like half the round.
And even when he gets hit by that knee, he just looked exhausted.
Yeah.
Bonfim did. Looked exhausted.
Yeah.
And so Padilla saw a ground and pound, and that was it, man. Hey, let's talk a little bit, though, about that post-fight interview and the post-fight press conference.
Yeah, the post-fight interview, he calls for the bonus. And he's like, dude, my mom lives in a trailer. Like, I need to do right by her. Like, get me that bonus. And you're like, all right, that should be a shoo-in. He just had a sick finish. And then that. And then...
He's just rattling off win after win. And you know what, UFC? You know what? After that miss by 5 pounds, he could have very easily said, hey, fight's off. But instead, he's like, no, I'm not going to, take a good fight out of this card, Apex card, with your main event being Brown and the other Bonfim. He stuck it in there, gave a great performance, give the man $50K.
Yeah, they didn't. And then, by the end, the post-fight presser, they're talking, they're interviewing him, they're asking about the interview and stuff. And you see just like how much it means to him to like try to do right by his family and like help his mom who needs financial support and all this stuff. And you could see how much it bothers him and like how much he cares about it. And you're like, what the fuck are we doing, dude? I know people are like, yeah, Blunderbuck says curse week for bonuses. Seriously. But it's like, is this the only sport where professional athletes in the number one league are like using their moment on the mic to be like, please, can I have more money? Like, it's crazy, dude. Like, how long do we have to do this?
Yeah, I mean, I think boxing, right? Like entry-level boxers probably go through the same. But
Of course,
the thing is that they don't necessarily get the post-fight interview in the ring, right?
Mm-hmm.
They don't get the post-fight press conference.
Yeah.
And it's just, to your point, just in professional sports in general, you see, like, I want to say that the practice squad NFLers get like $350K a year. I don't know. Rich might have to look that one up in the background if you can, Rich, to see how much a practice squad player in the NFL makes.
Yeah, and Austin said, while Rich does that, I'll highlight this, Rich. Austin says, another example of how the UFC doesn't give a crap about their fighters, 90K. Still more than UFC fighters. But he said, it disgusts me Dana White pisses thousands away gambling on the regular, but the UFC can't show some love. Trash work. I mean, dude, $50K for Dana is literally like one hand of blackjack. It's crazy.
NFL practice squad players make $13,000 per week.
Just for the season?
Yep. No, not just for for the entire season, as long as the season is. So
times 13, whatever that is.
So that's
someone do the math.
That's pretty dang solid, right? Players with more than 2 years of service, maximum is $22,000 per week, minimum $17,500 a week. And the thing is, practice squad, like you can get cut like at any time, right?
Yeah,
but if you happen to be on the practice squad for a year, a couple of years, because I mean, some people make a career out of it. They still have a second job, right? But I mean, they're banking in a decent amount, and we're thinking just regular season, but you also have OTAs, organized team activities. You also have preseason, which the practice squad is a part of as well. So they can make a decent living just off saying like, hey, yeah, I'll help the pros practice and make sure that they get ready for the game. It's just crazy. Yeah. I don't know.
It's a bummer, man. And I hope, it just sucks. Both fighters, Medic and Padilla, both asked for bonuses. Neither of them got it. Both of them deserved it, I thought. Maybe it's just like, don't ask for it, because maybe the UFC's like, hey, you're putting us in a bad light when you bring this up, so you don't get one. Like, maybe that's what it is.
I don't know. We've seen other people ask for bonuses and get them though.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know.
I mean, maybe if it's good PR, right? Because we've seen fighters be like, hey, I'm gonna donate my earnings to this charity, and then they're like, hey, keep your pay. UFC will pay that instead, because we're the good guys, right? In this case, they're like, nah, dude, not this time. All right. Sorry, Taco Padilla. All right, we'll move on. We had CLD, Christian Leroy Duncan versus Marco Tulio.
Holy shit, dude. Let's watch it.
CLD is solid, huh? Look at that spinning back fist. Wobbles him. Tulio's still trying to throw that heavy right, but oh my god, that hook drops Tulio. And
I think it was his cross.
Is it a cross?
I think it was his rear right hand.
Blocks him right there. He still throws that dangerous right. Jab.
Bam,
It's a cross. Drops him. And as he's face down on the mat.
Oh my god, dude.
As he's face down on the mat, CLD still comes with that big old right hand, man, just right on the side of his dome.
Yeah.
Pretty rough.
Jennifer says, oh, poor Tulio. Oh, dude. Duncan is a savage, bro. He's fun to watch, dude. And it seems like he's kind of tuned up his game a little bit.
Evie, she asked, was this his first loss in the UFC? I believe it was, because he beat Potieria. He beat Trayshawn Gore. Yep, this was his first loss.
This is his first loss since 2018.
Damn.
That's crazy, dude.
Well, hey, that's Duncan, something to be proud of.
When Duncan's firing on all cylinders, he is so fun to watch, dude. And you can see the patience in this one, dude. The patience was what was the big, because, he hurts him bad with the spinning back fist, and he didn't just like blitz him and go crazy, He kind of like hopped at him, just very measured. Like you said, he jabbed him, he avoided the counter, and then bam, blast him with the right hand. Fucking good, dude.
Yeah, because Tulio has power, man.
Tulio cracks, dude.
Yeah, and so, yes, great approach, because he still threw that big right too. As Tulio or as Duncan was coming in, but he just missed him, dude. It was a fun fight.
Yeah, while it lasted, it was fun.
Yep. And then we have another fun fight. We're gonna start skipping fights for the sake of time here because we still have the one event to cover. But we had Barcelos versus Simón.
This was a fucking banger, dude. I love this fight so much. This had everything. Back and forth, both guys getting hurt, some fun grappling. Just how is Barcelos still doing it, dude?
It was a little bit of grappling, a little bit of clinching, right? And at first, like a little bit after that first round, I was like, "Ooh, it might just be one of those dirty fights where they're just trading back and forth, clinching up against the fence." And they're like, "Let's just throw hands."
Yeah, dude, it was crazy.
It was so a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Ricky Simón lost this fight, but he's really kind of put things together. His entries look so much better now, and they look the same as his wrestling entries. And he's doing a great job of like disguising how he's entering, if he's going to shoot, if he's going to throw an overhand. It used to just be like duck big overhand, duck big overhand, or now I'm shooting. He's really kind of put it together, and Barcelos is just kind of stringing together something good, dude. He's looking really good lately. How old is he? He's like 40, dude. I think he's 38, but
let me see.
He
might 38.
Yeah,
38 and still doing it out there. Hey, good for him, man.
Look at the run he's on. I'm gonna look something up really quick, but look at the run he's on. It's right. I think it's what's the Peyton Talbot, Cody Garbrandt.
He had Ricky, Cody Garbrandt, Talbot, and Christian Quinones. So he's on a 4-fight win streak.
Meanwhile, they give Talbot
a little bit of a unanimous monster decision, but at least they're all unanimous. Quinones is the one he beat by rear naked choke.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Talbot's getting Henry Cejudo on a pay-per-view. They give Barcelos, who just beat him, and Cody Garbrandt, they give him Ricky Simón on the Apex card. It's brutal.
But you know what, dude? Like the people he lost against, Kyler Phillips, Umar Nurmagomedov, were his last two losses. Right? I mean,
and then
those guys
Genevieve will like this one, and graphic content warning. Ricky Simón's chin after this fight. Did you see that?
Oh yeah.
Here it goes. Holy shit!
Split up just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Oof.
Oh my god, dude. All right, we can get it out of there. Goddamn,
for sure. All right.
Yep, that's it.
All right. The next few we're probably going to go through rather quickly. Josh Hokit versus Gimenis.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, he's a former UFC or former 49er. Oh, NFL fighters or NFL players are going to UFC. And it's like, are they though? Was this guy good? I don't know. I don't watch football.
I don't know. I don't know if he was good in the NFL, but
got a knockout.
Yeah, he got a knockout, he said.
It's cool. Hurts him there and then spins him around and hurts him again here.
I mean, he's looking better than Greg Hardy did,
True.
Hardy was awful. Look, he just folded him.
Yeah, but he hasn't fought someone like Austin Lane yet.
Okay, dude. Okay, dude. So funny. All right.
Man.
Let's see. Which is the last fight we're gonna cover here of the UFC?
Oh yeah, the interview was horrible. I hated it. I know some people probably loved it. I'm not a WWE guy, but Jesus Christ, I couldn't do it. It's too much.
I didn't even watch it, honestly. I was just like, all right, do whatever. All right.
Yeah.
You know who I really enjoy watching fight though? Zach Reese, man. We had Zach Reese versus Jackson McVey. He's another one of those guys that just always seems to be in a fun fight.
Yeah, and right off the bat, McVey just fucking came at him, ate a cup like a 1-2, and just walked right through it, clinched him, and then just went to work with elbows and knees. And I was like, holy shit. A couple times really wobbled Reese, where his knees were buckled. And I was like, holy shit, dude. Busts him open, cuts him open, and is just working on him, dude, until Zach Reese took him down.
Yeah. I mean, if this was a Muay Thai fight, McVey would have dominated.
Yes. If we took out takedowns.
Yeah, but no, it was MMA.
And, they end up in this inverted triangle at the end, which is pretty cool.
Yes,
I like that he set it up.
There was no threat, more Muay Thai in the UFC. Can you imagine if they ended up doing multiple disciplines in one night?
Oh no, God!
Can you imagine?
Don't let Chatra hear you say that, dude.
Yeah. Hey, Rich, delete that when we
Bleep it. Bleep it.
Yeah. No, but it was a
second
fight.
Yeah, second round, McVey was clearly exhausted. He had a lot of output in the first half of the first round and then got taken down, couldn't do much. And then Reese just poured it on him, dude. Poured it on him. And, got the finish. Got a rear naked choke, right? Pretty good.
Yes, he did. Moment of silence, Will. Which fights did
I didn't even bother. There was nothing.
Oh, you didn't?
Yeah.
I mean, we had Adrian Yanez.
Yeah, but they rebooked it, I think, right?
It says canceled. Quinones withdrew, so I don't know if
I
don't know. But I think that's the only one that really I would have enjoyed
Stands
watching.
out.
I always like watching them. Yeah. How about bonuses, monies? We know who didn't get it. We already talked about that.
Oh yeah, bonuses. Bonfim got one for knocking out Randy Brown. Deserved. That was sick. The knee was sick. Christian Leroy Duncan got one for his spinning back fist to jab to cross, which was sick. Well deserved. Hokit got one, which I don't believe. Look, I think he deserves a bonus for it, but I don't think he should be above anybody else. People who got skipped should have got one over this, I think. Knocking out Muslim Salikhov, knocking out Bonfim means a little bit more to me. Because real quick, Ramiro, we just covered it. Who did Hokit knock out without looking? Don't look. I see you looking.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, he got a bonus, even though you know what I mean. He didn't knock out Muslim Salikhov. He didn't knock out Bonfim.
Oh, Gimenis.
Yes.
Sorry,
of course.
Gimenis. Max.
I mean that with no disrespect. Yeah.
No disrespect, Max. No, but I get it. Yeah. And then
Zach Reese. Yeah, which I actually do think he deserves one. He had he really had to come back after the first half of round one, dude. He was getting it put on him. So respect for that.
Respect. All right, now we're gonna move on and we're gonna cover One Fight Night 37.
Ooh.
Yes. So this should be a lot of fun. One Fight Night 37. We had Kryklia versus Agdeve, I believe is how they kept on pronouncing it, no?
Yeah, Agdeve. Holy shit, dude. Like this, such a huge upset. Kryklia coming into this heavyweight monster. We just watched him fight Lyndon Knowles in Muay Thai, and he
wait. Before we go into this, you were saying that just in all the chats and discords that you're in for one, everybody was like, Kryklia by murder, right?
Basically, they're like, this is kind of a foregone conclusion type fight, and you're like, okay, well, shit, I feel bad for this guy, right? At this point, he's coming off the Senshi kickboxing Grand Prix where he got 2 knockouts and then a decision win to win the belt all in the same night. Fucking crazy. And then so they signed him and we're like, all right, cool, new blood for Kryklia, because it's always tough finding him people to fight because he's a fucking monster.
Yep.
And so he steps in and everyone's like, yeah, this is probably another. I mean, most people just aren't familiar with Agdeve. And a couple of people asked me, and I was like, dude, I'll be honest, I really don't have much to say for him. I don't know much about him. Genevieve says upset of the fucking year. Dude, he just comes forward and forward and forward and forward and is just lighting up Kryklia's shins, dude. He's just calf kicking the shit out of him. And he'd throw like a punching combination and then finish it with a leg kick. And you're like, hell yeah, that's the right thing to do. Just be in his face. And dude, halfway through that first round, you're like, oh, Kryklia's leg's kind of fucked. This is early. This is gonna be a long night, dude.
And that giant bump right there, right on the left side of his shin. Austin's name, bro. And here I thought they just needed another can to feed Kryklia.
To keep him around.
To keep him around. And then this 21-year-old dude pitches a masterclass and dedicates a speech to his mom with cancer. What a legend, huh?
Yeah. Anonymous says, I think Roman got rusty with the easy Muay Thai fights. Maybe he also just underestimated Agdeve and didn't know much about him, and but at the same time, like, he didn't fight a bad fight. I don't think Roman. There was a couple times where he would tee off on Agdeve, and he would literally just go shake his head, and you're like, who is this guy? Fucking Mark Hunt, dude? What the hell's going on here?
Granite chin, dude. Blunderbug says, I was worried. I'm laughing because I thought the same thing. There's a couple times where he says, I was worried about Agdeve shredding his groin region with those spinning back kicks. Dude, there's one where he does that spinning back kick and he's stays down on all fours because he he slips or falls after he throws
it.
It's so high for him to actually hit Kryklia. And he's like he stays down on all fours for a minute and caught. Was it Koss? I believe it was Olivia Koss.
Yeah.
Come on, get up. Yeah. And he's like old man, like get up, And I was like, oh, dude, I think he just pulled something for sure.
Dude, but then towards the end of the fight, he's landing flying knees, jumping knees. You're like, who the fuck is this guy? I mean, dude, the whole time, he also dodged a lot of shots, got great head movement. Yeah, I think there's some things mechanically that are like the fluidity can be improved, but then you remember he's fucking 21 years old. And you're like, well, he's gonna improve. Insane. He's gonna improve. Insane. Going into the 5th round, it was like I wasn't really like scoring it, but I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure Kryklia needs a finish. And I don't know if he can really because his legs fucked. He was still throwing heat. He was still throwing heat. But man,
but definitely didn't have as much behind him in that round as in the first, just due to his legs, right?
Yeah, and we talked about very similar. We talked about Bonfim versus Randy Brown chopping that lead leg, and it's not always about coming up with a game plan that's going to beat somebody. Sometimes it's about we just talked about it, but if anybody just jumped into to listen to one, if you can prevent someone from fighting their A game, that's massive. If you force someone to fight their B game, that could be tremendous. Sometimes that's all you need to do. And with those leg kicks in the first round, Kryklia had to fight southpaw for the rest of the fight, and it's different. If he had his choice, he'd be fighting.
He didn't seem comfortable at all once he switched. And I want to say it was the 3rd round probably when he switched, and he was pretty much in that southpaw stance the rest of the way. Yes. Evie also saying also a heavyweight who looked fresh after 5 rounds. And look, Rich, Rich. If you take Rich, if he takes, because he asked earlier, right? He's like, is this guy all natty? And we're like, oh, if anybody's all natty, I think Agdeve might be. And if you take a look at a picture of him again, Rich. That's peak male performance right there.
Dude, honestly, at heavyweight,
why not?
Dude, I mean, for his
Where's
fight
Daniel
style,
Cormier?
Daniel Cormier, yeah. Bro beats the heavyweight boogeyman, and I love my mom and my wife. Yeah, dude, it was awesome. Dude. It was so wholesome. Awesome. 21 years old, he takes out Kryklia in a fight where everybody was like, oh, Kryklia by murder. And he goes out there and just, and you mentioned Daniel Cormier, but this wasn't an easy fight. We're making it sound like he just kind of pitched a shutout. Kryklia was tagging him a lot. He just ate it. And like Genevieve said, he looked fresh after 5 rounds mostly. He looked tired. They both looked tired. But he kept going, and it reminded me of when Daniel Cormier fought Alexander Gustafsson, and it was a dog fight. And Gustafsson dropped him, almost finished him at one point. And DC said that in the post-fight, he said they're like, what were you thinking in that fight? It was crazy. And he's like, in the 5th round, I just kept telling myself, just keep punching, keep walking forward, keep throwing punches. I don't care if they're landing. I don't care what's coming my way. I'm going to keep punching. And if I keep punching, then then it looks good for the judges. He won't be able. He'll have to be defending. And you're like, sometimes that's all it takes, dude. And if you're tired, you say, fuck that. I'm just going to keep walking forward, throwing my punches. And that's what Agdeve was doing, dude. You could tell. They weren't the freshest punches in the 5th round, but he just kept throwing.
Stayed active. He just stayed active, man. Kept on putting pressure on the guy that really didn't have a full leg. Let's be real.
Yeah. Beautiful performance. I'm so happy. less oxygen needed to stay soft.
There you go.
Oh man,
that's what we got to do.
Great fight though. I can't wait to see. I hope they can get him another fight soon. The heavyweight division's not super large in one, like the roster, but there's plenty of organizations they can grab people from. So I just want to see him back in there. Super sick.
Yep. Should be good. All right. Want to move on to the co-main event?
What do we have? Oh, God. Yeah.
Nico Carrillo versus Luke Lessei.
Let's watch the finish real quick.
Oof.
We have a cage side, ringside, I should say. Shout out to one.
Let's see.
Big right
big
hand.
Right. And just starts teeing off 1 knee, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh my God, dude. He switches to the uppercuts and it's like, all right, dude. God.
Oh man.
Nico Carrillo, man. And we saw in the Nongo fight, talk about chewing up someone's leg. Nongo kicked the shit out of Nico's legs. And I've always thought that's a good game plan because if he's going to walk forward, make it so he can't step, take away that lead leg. And then same thing here, push kicks or teep kicks are also very good because if you're walking onto those kicks, it does so much more damage. And there was a couple where Luke fucking snapped his whole head back with the front kick to the face, dude. And I was like,
just kept them marching forward.
Yeah, doesn't care. Literally
No.
doesn't care. But even in this one, you could see his leg was getting tenderized a bit. And I thought
Luke landed some good shots.
I thought Luke was winning the fight. He was winning the first round up until he got dropped, I thought.
Yeah.
But holy shit,
I just feel like anything that Carrillo landed had the same impact as like 3 of Luke's shots.
Yeah.
Like,
well, dude,
he throws so much power into everything.
So much power. And Luke landed a spinning back fist that turned his head like all the way around. I think there's a picture in here, Rich. It might be the next one. Didn't phase him at all. His head snapped all the way around and then just came back and he was on the warpath still. It's like, what else do you got to hit him with, dude?
Yeah,
Austin, what is it? Austin said, Anonymous says, Nico looks mildly inconvenient. Yeah, dude, like, he doesn't care. And Austin says, honestly, it's a good game plan for someone like Haggerty. I definitely see Jonathan taking advantage of his legs being easily compromised to slow him down, then land some bombs with his hands. The problem is, like, it makes sense. Like, it's logical to want to chop the legs of Nico. He's such a pressure-heavy fighter. It makes sense. Like, yes, I want to eliminate his lead leg, and I want to teep him to the body so that he walks into creates those car crashes, and we sap his gas tank, and then because he already throws hard as hell. So, like, how long can he do that if I'm also kicking him in the liver as he's walking into it and chopping up the lead leg so he can't pressure me the way he wants to or cut off the ring? But it seems like it doesn't matter. We've seen 2 guys do it now. You know?
It's insane.
He just walks through it.
Phenomenal performance. I think Nico's ranked 4th, right?
Dude, yeah. And at this point, at this point, it's like sky's the limit, right? And, dude, and then the fucking the post-fight interview, dude, speaking Thai, you're like, holy shit, dude.
Dude, it looks like his abs are drawn on.
I mean, dude, his physique is insane, dude. Also, shout out to Dom Lau. He was sick for this event, and you could barely tell. Dude killed it.
Oh, he was sick?
Yeah. Blunderer says, the big problem is when Nico has your timing down enough to catch your kicks. Yes, because then you're fucked. And we talked about it with the Randy Brown fight where it's like, if someone's just chopping your legs, if you can't get your leg out of the way and it's low enough, it's a calf kick so you can't reach down and grab it, just blast them with your rear hand. And that's what he was doing. Catch him on one leg.
Throat infection. What?
Throat infection. Yeah, and he's out there ring announcing. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. And I was just talking to him and I was like, dude, hopefully you're good by next weekend. And I have a message from him right now. And he's like, 17 fights. I'm like, oh shit, dude.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. All right.
Oh my God.
Ready for the next
shout out
one?
to Nico. Really good fight. Yeah.
We had Black Panther versus Johan Estupinan, man. Look, one of the reasons that I love watching Johan fight, and that he's one of my favorite fighters to watch, one is just how reckless he is when he comes in. One of the things that frustrates me the most about Johan Estupinan is how reckless he is when he comes in. It's like a man.
Dude, he's all gas, no brakes, pure violence, pure offense.
All the time.
All the time. And look, this was a last minute change, dude. Sua Black, it was supposed to be Sua Black. Much different fight. It's a very different fight. So credit to Estupinan for taking it. And, Black Panther's been out of the game a little bit. So I was like, maybe the ring rust. Look, if there's anybody you should not fight if you have ring rust, it's one of the Estupinans. Because he's not going to give you any time to get your bearings, get back into the groove or anything like that. Black Panther was there for it, man. He was there for it, dude. Because Estupinan just throws so much heat on every shot that you have to leave openings if you're doing that. And Black Panther was just so composed to just slip in an elbow like this and he was just there, dude. He was there for it. We can watch it was pretty fucking brutal by the end of it, dude.
Yeah,
so the first one,
shot,
nice right hand.
Right.
It's a knockdown. And then there's the elbows, double elbow, drops them. And then this is a bad one here. Here it comes.
Leg kick. Boom. Right. Yeah. Man.
And that's 3 in a round. That's it. fucking brutal, dude. Black Panther looked good, man.
He did.
Really good.
He did, and Johan looked fun again, fun to watch.
Yeah.
But man.
Yeah, and Austin says, bro, what a fight. A perfect example of how the small gloves changed things. This was super competitive and a really close fight until all of a sudden it wasn't anymore. It truly does just take one. Yeah, because once you get hurt, dude, and the thing about it is and you can say this about the Nico fight too, like, some of these guys are straight up finishers, dude. Once there's blood in the water, it's a fucking wrap, dude. It's so crazy. You get that second knockdown, and then you're like, this guy's about to fucking murder me. There's no way, like, there's no, in like MMA and the UFC or something, we talked about it, Christian Leroy Duncan. He still got the finish, but he was composed, he was calm, he measured, all that stuff. You drop a guy two times, it's fucking, it's on, dude. Like, you bring it.
Johan's debut with one was May 2024.
Yes.
This guy has 7 fights with one already.
God.
7 fights. And he was on a roll, man. Like, he lost to Naito.
Yes.
He lost by decision. So this was the first time that he was finished, right? Mm-hmm. And that Naito fight was exciting because I don't know if you remember, he was trying to make that comeback too after he got dropped. So we'll continue seeing more. He'll probably end up fighting another 3 times by the end of the year.
Yeah, and dude, losing to Naito, like, that's no slouch, dude. Naito's on a fucking roll right now because he got he got a knockout as well, right? Who was it against? Necrov, was it? Yeah, Necrov. He knocked him out. That was fucking sick. So, yeah, Austin says, bro, the second knockdown on Johan with the short elbow that busted him open. Yeah, such a nasty shot. I knew it was dope. Yeah, at that point, it's over, dude. At that point, it's over. Sure.
All right. Yeah. And now the last fight we're going to cover, we had Gilbert Nakatani versus Saputra.
Yeah, this was just, it was tough picking which fights to cover in this because literally the main event was the only decision. It was 7 finishes up until the main event, and then the main event was a fucking awesome fight. So it's like, what do we exclude? We have to for time. So it sucked because there were some really fun fights, cool arm bars. Adi Wong got a sick ass leaping left hook knockout, which was sick. But I picked this one because Nakatani looked fucking flawless, dude. He looked so good. I mean, he literally he's just all over him, throwing leg kicks, knees, punches, like just a complete masterclass. It was
perfect combination of pressure and power with this guy, right?
Yes.
Gave Saputra 0 opportunity.
Yeah.
To really land anything huge. Look at that big right shot that just
same thing
puts Saputra in that turtle position.
Yeah, and same thing. It's like once you have somebody hurt, just staying on them, dude. Like, this is blood in the water, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, super but it was a good weekend of fights, Will.
It was a really good weekend of fights. It was solid.
Do we have either a moment of silence or
pictures, dude?
Oh yeah, solid. Nobody does like one man.
No, their photography team is. Hey, and shout out Bear for getting me the link for this one. So shout out to Bear.
Oh, shout out
Anonymouses. Happy Naito got awarded Fight of the Night. Yeah, the Naito one was sick, dude. Because he also. Do we have? Let's just watch it really quick. We don't have to cover the fight itself, but it was just so cool. Do they have? I don't see it on their Instagram.
No.
What the hell?
Naito.
Oh no, I see it. Here we go. Right here, nice, bam! Right. Just a short little, a boop of a punch, dude. Just straight drops him.
Boop of a punch, boop.
And a nice long right hand this time, right behind the ear. Ooh.
Look at just.
At that point, he's just done. I don't think he was unconscious or anything. I think he's just like, fuck this, dude. Which I do not blame him. Naito was on one, dude.
Those are some of my favorite one fights, though, where it's just so chaotic and it's just back and forth, all like so fast. Love it, though. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's it, though, Will.
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
Yeah. Next week, we got some shit going down next week, huh?
Another Apex card? No, I'm just kidding.
No, we got a big UFC event. Let's talk about that briefly, and then we can move on to what else we got going on. But yeah, it's 322, UFC 322, Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. Fucking
Islam stepping up, right?
Incredible fight. We got Valentina Shevchenko versus Zhang Wei Li, another champ stepping up to take on the champ.
Yep.
Leon Edwards, former champ, versus Carlos Prates. Banger.
Okay, yeah.
Benil Dariush versus Benoit Saint-Denis. Guaranteed finish. There's no way
remember that little run that Benil Dariush went on?
Big time.
It was so good.
Yeah. Benoit's fucking dangerous. Sean Brady versus Michael Morales, dude. Which is probably a title eliminator fight. Blanchfield versus Tracy Cortez.
Okay.
Damn, Angela Hill's still out there. Cal Dawkins versus Mearshart, my boy. Bo Nickel versus Rodolfo Vieira. It's actually a decent fight. RoboCop versus Kopylov. Fucking take my money, dude. That's a great fight. Wellmaker versus Cody Haddon. Oh my god. Chepe Mariscal,
dude.
Whew.
All right.
Slavis Claus just got added to it the other day too. Yeah.
This entire card's actually pretty darn good.
It's very good. Very good.
It's nice, right? Like coming and seeing a card like this, and I was trying to figure out another way to say it than just when they put effort into it. But it was, I like it. All right. Well, hey.
But then the other thing we have, which is even bigger, Genevieve. She's asking, watch party for Tokyo. Yes, we will do. We will be doing a watch party for Tokyo. Like Dom said, I believe it is 17 fights. It does start at 8 p.m. my time. So the UFC will still be going on, but whatever. Austin says, great stream, guys. Looking forward to the Tokyo card so much. Christian Lee's return going to be hype. Yes, Austin, make sure you're watching it with us. We'll be watching it. We're starting the night with Wei Rui versus Akimoto, which is like a championship level fight. Both those guys are like championship caliber. Itsuki Hirata versus Chihiro Sawada. Sick. Shinya Aoki is back against Tetsuka. Is crazy. Takeuchi versus Erdogan is a fucking banger. One of those dudes is getting knocked out. Jake Peacock versus Suakim is crazy. Badoni versus Lovato Jr. It's a fun grappling fight. Shozo Izujima versus Tai Rotolo. Come on. Stamp versus Kana. Come on, dude. Nabil versus Wajima. Wajima's making his one debut. Superlek versus Yuki Yoza is like a fight of the year content. Like, it's so good. Marat Gregorian versus Anpo. Anpo's making his debut. That's crazy. Takeru's back against Dennis Purich. Banger. Christian Lee defending his belt against Razulov. Rodtang versus Nango for a vacant belt. Nautica for an what is it when it's like the first inaugural belt.
Yeah.
New division. Yuya Wakamatsu versus Pashio. Pashio going up in weight. Is he Islam Makhachev? Is he Zhang Wei Li? And then Superbon versus Noidi. Noidi coming off the knockout of Tawanchai. I mean, come on, dude. Holy shit, dude. What a card.
Talk about stacked, huh?
Stacked.
Entire weekend's going to be crazy.
Yeah, dude. A great UFC event. Card of the year from one. And we are going to be up all night. Genevieve says, if I drink enough coffee to stay awake that late, I'll have a heart attack. I'm not going to make it through 17 fights. But the last time we did this, I watched Noidi knock out Tawanchai. Or no, it was the main event was Rodtang versus Takeru, right? And he knocked him out. I watched that with one eye open because I was shutting down. So we'll see
your body's like, all right, dude, you can only do so much. Come on.
Yeah.
No, but hey, a lot of fun. We made some lemonade today. You know, out of what we had. I mean, one was a lot of fun, and look, the fights were pretty fun too, right? But I'm just saying, another Apex event has come and gone, and here we are again. But shout out to everybody that joined us. You made it a lot of fun. You know, Heavy, Blunderbub, Austin, Anonymous. Who else am I missing over here? I think that was it,
Austin, Genevieve, Blunderbub. I think that was it the whole time.
Yeah,
Anonymous,
the crew, the real ones. Thank you for joining us. Always make it a lot of fun. And anybody else that's just now tuning in, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, goes a long way. Trying to reach 20,000 subscribers. But if you don't like watching through YouTube, you don't want to subscribe to YouTube, we got other options.
Yes, Apple Podcasts, YouTube Podcast, Spotify. If you just want audio. If you want video, YouTube and Twitch. YouTube's the way to go, though, because then you get to be... Well, Twitch, if you're there, you can hop on the show, too, but no one ever does. Because Twitch, we don't pay attention to it, really.
True.
So YouTube is the way. And But then, yeah, on socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, it's just Story of the Fight. Go to storyofthefight.com. It'll list all of them. Click through, hit follow, hit us up. We like talking fights outside of this also.
Absolutely. Hey, before we go, though, I want to give one more shout out. Richard Casual, man, our producer in the background. Richard Bustos, doing a great job. But hey, shout out to everybody else. Thank you for joining us for another week of Story of the Fight.